Okay, guys, we are going to get straight into getting warm up this morning. So we are coming onto hands and knees once you're all set up and going straight into your cats and your cows. So finding your breath and starting to roll your spine. So our warm up this morning is all about just getting those joints warmed up and prepared. And our class is kind of a general mix of a class. We've got a whole lot of things coming your way, not focusing on anything specific. Coming into flat back. Let's roll shoulders. So bending the elbows. Each time they bend, point them back towards your heels rather than out towards the sides of the mat. And as you roll shoulders, squeeze your thumb and all your other fingers flat into the mat. Particularly don't let your thumb lift. And then rolling shoulders in the opposite direction. Okay, coming to straight elbows and flat back again. Slide your palms back so they're more in line with your knees, and then flip your hands over so your palms face up. And let's pulse the hips backwards and forwards. Okay. So you slide your hands back and then turn your hands like this so that you've got the back of your hand down. Okay, and make sure that your hands are not under your shoulders, guys. Slide your arms back so that your fingers are more in line with the outside of your knees rather than having arms forward. Okay, if your arms are a bit further back, then you'll be able to move your hips backwards and forwards. Okay, and now you're going to bring your arms under your shoulders again. Palms face down once more. Bring the knees and the calves together and roll your hips left to right. If it's difficult to get movement side to side, move your shins and your knees a bit further back and then roll the hips. Make sure your tummy is hugging up so that we're not arching too much into the lower back here. Okay, bringing hips to center, and once more taking your knees hip distance apart. And now you're going to alternate, lifting arms to the side. With your inhale, one arm goes up, exhaling it down. Inhale, other arm goes up. Let your head and shoulders lean off to the side that you're not lifting. Keep lifting with breath. You decide whether you're going to turn your head or not. If you've got a stiff neck this morning, make sure that you don't turn your head, then just keep looking down. We'll do one more lift to each side. After you've done that, we are going to slide palms forward, sink your forehead, come into your baby down dog, either elbows up or elbows down, either is good. Try to relax the back of your neck, sides of the neck soften, throat softens.
Hi, Tanya.
Hi, Karina.
Cold enough for you?
Yes, it is. We've started, so we're not going to chat just now. Okay.
Sorry.
It's okay. Okay, walking your hands up under shoulders, toes together, knees apart, stretch your hips back, stretch your arms forward, melt your forehead down onto the mat, and hold that stretch. And now just watching your breath. Each time you breathe out, sink deeper into your third eye, your forehead, softening the eyes. And now looking up between your thumbs, keeping your chest as low as you can. You can either balance on your hands or slide forward on your forearms. You're coming all the way forward, either into a baby cobra or into a sphinx pose. And then lowering your chest on an exhale. From here, pushing up onto hands and knees and stretching your hips back to where you started. We're just doing 3 of those. So from your heels, sitting to heels, slide forward onto your belly, either coming to cobra or sphinx pose again. And then lowering down on an exhale, pushing to hands and knees, and sitting the hips back. One more time, sliding forwards, rolling up and down as you're ready. And now next time you to sit to your heels, stay there. Open your knees wide to the sides of the mat and sink your forehead again, back to where we started. We're moving into our twists. Take your right arm under your chest, right shoulder down, stretch the left arm forwards. You reach your right arm over your head and change over to the opposite side, sliding the left arm through, and turn your face to the other side as well. And then reaching both arms over your head once more, rolling your forehead to the mat. Sliding up onto your stomach, this time everyone into a Sphinx pose. And dropping chin to throat. We take our half circles, rolling chin from side to side. And holding your forehead to center, relax your neck, relax tops of shoulders, just sinking down heavy in the forehead with each exhale. We're making our way back onto hands and knees, guys. And once you're there, you're going to take a second round of cats and cows. Coming back into a flat spine again. And from here, we're taking it up into your down dog. So knees lift, stretch those thighs out, calves, lengthen the arms. Say good morning to your body. From down dog, take your feet forwards to your standing forward bend. We're staying in the forward hang, either just stretching down or holding forearms or hanging your arms. We get nice and heavy in the whole spine and chest. And while you're hanging here in this forward fold, setting your attention to completely switch your mind off to the outside world. We set our intention to just be present with ourselves and our breath on our mats for the next hour. Nothing else matters. So there's no point in thinking about anything that is not on your mat right now. Keep tuning your awareness into your breath to help yourself let go of thoughts of the outside world. And let's drop the arms down. And on an inhale, rise arms all the way up over your head. And on an exhale, we fold back down again. Sweeping arms out to the side. So we're still warming into the joints, the shoulders, as well as hips and your back. Next time you fall down, we'll stay in the forward bend again. And just notice how this forward bend feels a little bit different from the first one you did a few seconds ago. So that floating up and down really does help to wake up and release any tension in the back body, all the way from soles of feet to the top of your head. Let's make our way back into downwards facing dog again. And on an inhale, coming forwards into your plank. As you breathe out, release yourself down to your mat or chaturanga, through sliding into your lift of the chest, and from there make your way back to stay in your down dog again. Each time your head is hanging down, it's an opportunity to allow for the flow between your head and your body to open up. So get super heavy in your head. That heaviness in the head opens the throat, opens the neck. Allow for a flow of connection between head and heart. I'm going to take feet forward, standing forward bend at the top of your mat. When you're ready, on an inhale, normal floating all the way up, lift your heart high as you reach, and then exhaling hands to center. On your in-breath, reach overhead again. On an exhale, forward fold. You lengthen, step or hop back into your plank, and then travel down with the out breath. Making our way back to downwards facing dog. So a lot of people that I know at the moment are struggling with a bit of anxiety. And there's a lot of reasons for anxiety at the moment. And one of them is the media bombardment that we get on a daily basis. And what I'm finding in order to manage my anxiety is I'm on a bit of a media shutdown. It can be very tempting to just be checking the news all the time. And that's not really good for one's mind body. Okay, let's take feet forwards to hands, standing forward bend at the top of the mat. If you are someone who struggles with anxiety, just try to focus more on the things that you do have control of, and maybe doing a little bit of conscious disconnection from the things that you don't have control of in the outside world. Yeah. On an inhale, floating arms all the way up over your head. On your exhale, bringing hands to chest. And let's take it into, we're going to stand on left leg and make sure your left toes go straight forward. Bring your right knee up. So I want you to think of this as if you are doing a lifting of a weight, a gym lift, gym weights, right? Think of your leg as a gym weight that you are trying to lift as high as you can here. So it's not just holding the shin, it's squeezing your thigh and your knee as close to your chest as possible, lifting that knee as high as possible. If you need to, you bend your standing knee. Okay, now Carnegie, you might want to do that sideways at the wall, because from here, take your foot back behind you, bring your heel to your bum. So we're doing a standing half frog. Squeeze your inner thighs and your inner knees together, maybe holding on with both hands. If you're holding with both hands, keep that right heel on the right side of your body. Don't bring it over to the center to be able to get it with the left hand. Okay, we place right foot on the floor. Yeah, guys, if you're wobbling around, go and stand with one hand against the wall or hand on a dresser or something that will help you. Okay, now I change over. Make sure those right toes point straight forward. We're bringing left knee up nice and high. Again, we're thinking of this as a weight that you're trying to lift with your arms as high as you possibly can, bringing that left thigh in as close to your body as you can. And then lengthening up through the upper back and sides of your neck. Now we take it through. Take your foot back, knee pointing to the ground. Once your knee is pointing down, don't keep it out to the side. Hug your knee towards your other knee. Maybe holding on with both hands. Again, if you're holding on with two hands, shoulders squeeze all the way back. Keep the knees together. Keep your heel on the left side of your body. Okay, we're bringing left foot down to the floor. And we're moving back up to the top of your mat, facing forwards, moving into our standing poses flow. So inhale, reach arms to the sky. On your exhale, forward fold. Lengthen through your spine and make your way straight back into your down dog. From down dog, we're going to take a warrior one, stepping the right foot forward and turning the left heel in and down. When you come up, lean at a 45-degree angle over your right thigh. The right thigh should be right about under the right shoulder. And then reach your arms forward alongside your ears. So we're leaning at a diagonal angle, pushing back hard into the back heel. You feel those leg muscles in the back leg squeeze into the bones. And then you keep that as you lift your chest to your full warrior one. Make sure that back heel is still down. And from here, moving into warrior two. Okay, now once you're in that warrior two, bring your right hand to the inside of your right thigh. Left palm pushes into the back of the left thigh. We did this last week. And now press the right thigh open with that right hand and push your left palm really firmly into the back of the left thigh and press your left thigh into that left palm. Shoulders to spine, chest high. And now take arms parallel to the floor. You look out over the right fingertips. Keep legs as they are. Reverse your warrior. Left hand to left thigh or hip or knee. Right arm up and over your right ear. Keep pressing the right knee open as if your hand was there. And now we're going to come up. Right leg straight. Arms parallel to the floor. Folding into a triangle. And either balancing your right hand on a block or hand on your shin or ankle or hand on the floor. We're going to circle with the left arm. We're going 3 circles in one direction. Count for yourself. After you've done your 3 in one direction, we change and circle 3 in the other direction. Okay, so once you've done your 6 circles, 3 in each direction, you're going to hold your normal triangle with your arms straight up over your shoulder. And now we're going to take a half bind. So turn your palm towards your back, left palm, wrap your arm back behind you, maybe hooking fingers into the top of the right hip or thigh. And once that left arm is back behind you, lift your shoulder up as high as you can. That's it. Maxine, twist your chest more towards the left. Yes, good. Keep breathing, guys. And now we're going to carefully untwist that left arm, taking hands to the ground, right knee bends, either stepping right leg to plank or right leg back and up to your down dog splits if you're feeling strong. Flowing forwards with your breath and down. You always take your time as you transition. From down dog, we're coming to warrior one. Left foot steps forwards. Right heel turns in and down. When you lift, lean at a diagonal angle over that left thigh. If you're wobbling around, probably means the back heel is not wide enough to the right. Make sure your right heel is not behind your left heel. And then arms alongside ears and hold it there. Keeping your left knee bent, you lift your chest, come to your full warrior one. And that back leg is really, really strong. Push down hard from the right hip through the leg bones into the right heel. And now we're opening up to our warrior two. Adjust your legs, adjust your feet. Bringing your left palm to the inside of your left thigh. Right palm pushes into the back of your right thigh. Okay. Open the left thigh with the left hand, keep shoulders way back, and really press the right palm firmly into your right thigh. Press right thigh into palm, then reach arms parallel. And hold it there. We're going to keep legs as they are. We're moving into our reversed warrior, right hand to right thigh or hip. If you are hand on the knee, don't push hard. If your hand is on your thigh or your hip, you can really press into the palm. Use the resistance to give you strength. Never push on the knee though. Definitely not from the side. Okay, now we're coming up, left leg straightens, arms parallel to the floor. Good, guys. Folding over, left hand to shin or ankle, fingers to the ground. Lean your weight to your spine. And then we circle three directions, three circles in one direction, three circles in the other direction. Count for yourself. After you've done your three, then we just hold normal triangle. Make sure once you're holding that triangle, you are twisting your left knee towards your left baby toe, not towards the big toe. Let's take the half bind, turning your palm towards your back, wrap your arm back behind you. As the arm goes back, the shoulder might come forward. Once your arm is half bound, lift that right shoulder and lean towards your spine again. Squeeze the inner thigh muscles onto the inner leg bones. And carefully unbind that top arm, taking hands to the ground. Bend your left knee, either stepping left leg to plank or swinging it back and up with control to down dog splits. Travel through your transition again in your own time. Completely immersed in your breath. And now from here, you're going to take a squat, feet to hands. Okay, in a moment, we're going to be moving into some arm balances, a little bit more core strength work, get it even a little bit more warmer. All right, lifting hips, standing forward bend. On an inhale, we rise to stand. Feel your feet on the ground as you exhale, hands to center. From here, we're going to move into a chair pose, so bending into knees, and then inhale, arms lift. On your exhale, fold yourself down. After you lengthen your spine, go straight back to down dog. So we're going to be pulsing down dog splits, knee to chest. You're going to come forwards 3 times in your own time, and then you're going to hold your down dog splits after you've done those 3. So right leg to the sky. There we go. Keep your thumbs rooted hard into the mat. On an exhale, knee to chest in plank. On an in-breath, stretch back up to your down dog splits. As I said, coming forward 3 times in your own time. And then we'll hold the down dog splits for a moment if you've done your 3. And now this time we're going to come forward, knee to chest again, and take your leg under your body to the left, outer edge of the foot down, flex your ankle, both knees straight, drop your left heel like warrior 2, arm balance, hips to the sky. Push your hips up as high as you can. Even though it feels like that puts more pressure into the arm, which it does, it gives your whole body more strength and then actually relieves pressure on the arm. Okay, keep your legs as they are. Take your bum to the floor. And now we're going to take legs to the back of the mat for Navasana, boat pose. So swing your right leg to your left leg. Bend your knees, hold the backs of the knees to start, and lift your shins and calves parallel to the floor. Once you're there, lift up out of your lower back and lengthen your spine. Either keep holding the knees or reach your arms parallel to the floor. Palms can face each other or face up, not down. Okay, good. Feet down to the ground, legs straight to the back of the mat. Keep your right leg where it is. Open your left leg out to the left. So we're coming to Upavishta Konasana again. Right leg down the back of the mat, left leg out to the side. Turn onto the inner edge of your right foot, outer edge of the left foot, left hand to the mat behind you. Lift your hips, right arm to the sky. So we've got right big toes turned down, left baby toes turned down, hips as high as you can get them. And then one more time, bum to the floor, legs stay as they are, and we're going into a twist. So inner edge of the right foot is down, left baby toe is down, hands back to the front of your mat. So you've done a full mandala here, and we're just gonna hold the twist. So you can relax that back leg, twist your chest to face the short end of the front of your mat as much as you can. And the legs, as I said, feet as well can be relaxed. Okay, now we're going to keep the left leg where it is for a moment. Turn the right toes to the ground behind you, right heel up, push into your hands, lift up, step to downwards facing dog. Well done, everyone. Now we're going to take that mandala, a chakrasana, all the way around to the other side. So here we go, left leg to down dog splits, and we're pulsing, coming 3 times forward to plank, knee to chest on an exhale. You count 3 times forward in your own time. After you've done those 3, hold your down dog splits. And then we come forwards again, knee to chest, leg under your body again. So we're going back to where we were a moment ago. Right heel turns in and down, right arm up to the sky. Push your left thumb and index finger down hard into the ground. And then bum all the way down. Left leg goes to your right leg. We're facing the back of the mat again. We're coming into our boat pose, knees bend, hook fingers under knees and lift your calves parallel to the floor. Lift your back up high out of your lower spine. Maybe arms parallel to the floor. Maybe you keep holding the knees. Great, everyone. Feet down. Stretch your legs straight to the back of the mat. From here, left leg stays where it is. Right leg opens out to the right. So we're in Upavishta legs again. You're going to turn your left big toe down, your right baby toe down. You can't see that on me, but I am doing it. Right hand to the ground, hips to the sky, left arm up. Again, we go hips as high as you can get them. Little breaths. Fantastic, everyone. We take bum to the floor again. Keep your legs wide and take your twist. So hands twist around to the top side of your mat as if you're about to do a down dog, and then stay there. Chest high, swiveling those left ribs all the way forward, trying to square your chest and shoulders to the top edge of your mat. And now we're going to make our way to down dog. So you lift your left heel up, turn your left knee down, tucking left toes under, hips lift, downwards facing dog. And now let's take our squat, feet to hands. Bum to the sky, standing forward bend. Step your feet in to touch each other. Make sure you're not halfway down your mat, you're more towards the top edge of your mat. And then walk your feet or shuffle your feet over to the left and bring the outer edge of your left foot and baby toe and outer heel to touch the left edge of the mat, feet touching each other as well. Okay, now you're welcome to have hands on blocks here, guys. And we're going to cross the left leg behind the right leg and bring baby toes as close together as you can get them. And then try and get your heels and the outer edges of the feet touching. So now we're standing on the left edge of the mat, but your right foot is not on the left edge of the mat. Your right foot is a little bit in. Let's take a nice deep forward fold here. Guys, knees can bend. It absolutely does not make any difference to the muscles that we are stretching out here, whether your knees are bent or straight. And in fact, sometimes bending the knees is going to give you a deeper stretch in your glutes. The only difference here is if legs are straight, you get more stretch in the hamstrings. Bending knees, you'll get more stretch in your butt. Now we're going to walk hands towards the right. The hips can lean towards the left, that's fine. And then walking your hands forwards again. Okay, so we've still got the cross of the legs here. We've got left leg behind the right leg. Your right foot stays exactly where it is. Do not move your right foot. We're going to step your left leg across your mat and back to the right side of the mat. Turn your heel down. So we've got the thighs crossing, right leg is in front of the left leg, right foot on the top left side of your mat, left foot on the back right side of your mat. And now make sure that the base of the big toe on each of your foot does not lift. Really important to have that base of the big toe down to protect the knees. And if you want to go even further, you can bring your left hand onto that base of the big toe on the right foot and twist your body as far around to the right as you can. Root your left heel down hard. It doesn't matter if that left foot is turned in or out. Just try and squeeze the inner heel down. Maybe you've got heels straight back behind the toes. If it's too intense to twist your body towards the right, don't do it. Okay, we'll walk hands forward and step your left foot to the inside of your right foot at the top of the mat. Now we're going to walk feet or wiggle feet over to the right. So get the right baby toe and the right outer edge of your foot on the right side of the mat. Keep your left foot where it is and cross your right leg behind your left leg. Try and bring your baby toes to touch. Try and get your heels together and then sink down. Does not matter if your knees are bent or straight, or maybe one knee is bent and the other is straight, doesn't matter. You can try different things there. Find the stretch that feels good for you. And now walking or reaching your arms over towards the left. Make sure that the base of the big toe does not lift. Keep those big toes down. And it's not just the big toe, guys. It's the base of the big toe on your foot. Big toe and base of the big toe, rooting down. And taking your hands forwards. And now your left foot stays exactly where it is. Don't move the left foot. Keep that left foot there. Step the right leg back and across your mat to the back left side. And we stay there. So again, your back heel might be twisted or it might be straight. It might be twisted to left or the right of the toes, or it might be straight back behind. Try and get the back heel down. And if you want to, you can bring your right hand onto your left foot to ground the big toe and the base of the big toe. And then we twist the upper body more towards the left. You might reach that left arm a bit more out to the side. Super squeezing of the inner thighs together here. Don't let your neck tense. Don't let the shoulders get too tight. Walking your hands forward, and we step right foot to the inside of the left foot. Walk your feet back to the center of your mat and then wide apart. And we're coming into a squat. We just balance everything out in a symmetrical pose. Standing forward bend, thumb to the sky. Relax your head down again. So head super heavy. Now all your nerves from your brain to your body go through your neck. So it really is a channel between head and heart. Your feeling body, which is centered at the heart, and your thinking head centered in your brain. We've got to make sure that we have a healthy and relaxed neck. Strong, healthy, relaxed neck to keep that channel free. And let's make our way back to downwards facing dog. We're going to do our pulses again. Right leg to the sky, pulsing forward 3 times like we did before. In your own time, count that 3. On the 4th time your knee comes forward, we're going into the arm balance, again, like you did earlier. When you're ready, leg goes under your body, outer edge of the foot down, left arm up to the sky. Squeeze your right thumb down hard. Okay, bum to the floor. This time, keep your legs exactly as they are. Don't move the legs. Left hand reaches back behind you. It probably won't be on your mat. Push down with your hand. Lift your hips, right arm to the sky. Hips as high as you can get them. Maybe you're balancing on your heels. Maybe the edges of the feet are down. Okay, bum to the mat. Legs stay as they are. Upavishta Konasana. Folding forwards, either reaching for shins or hands out in front of you. Feet can relax, guys. While you hold your pose, keep your mind present on your mat and in your body. Watch your breath. If your mind wants to float off somewhere into the rest of your day, come back to your breath and maybe even give your breath a count. So you count in and out and just keep counting to keep the mind present. In breath is 1, out breath is 2, next in breath 3, next out breath 4, and you just keep counting. Stay in your body, stay in your moment. Now we're keeping legs as they are. Walk your hands up. We're going to roll your left big toe down to the floor, right baby toe down to the floor. Legs as wide as you can get them here. Take your twist like we did earlier, except this time we're going to go down deep onto forearms or forward onto forearms, or reaching arms forwards and sinking your chest. And we're here for a minute as well. Just feel your upper back space across the backs of the shoulders. Relax that space. And now we're walking up onto hands. Turn the left heel up, the toes tuck under, push down with your palms, lift your hips, downwards facing dog. And now we go to the other side from our down dog. We're going to do our 3 pulses. Left leg to the sky, down dog splits. When you're ready, pulse it up, count for yourself. Exhale forwards, inhale to lift, down dog. On your 4th, in your own time, guys, on your 4th, when your knee comes forward, take your leg under your body, outer edge of the foot down. Right heel turns down like warrior 2, right arm to the sky. Make sure your left thumb is flat down on the ground. Second finger next to the thumb, also pushing down hard. And now we take bum to the floor. Legs stay wide as they are. Take your right hand behind you to the right. Again, hand might be on the floor, and lift hips to the sky. Left arm up, legs up. Maybe you're balancing on heels, maybe right baby toe down and left big toe down. Good, bum to the mat. Keep your legs wide. Forward bend to between the thighs, either hands on the floor or reaching for shins or feet or toes. And we got our full minute here again. Feet can be flexed firmly or they can be relaxing. If you're relaxing, roll the inner knee and the inner ankle down towards the floor, not the outer ankle down towards the floor. Okay, guys, we're gonna lift up. Legs still stay as they are. We're taking a twist. Your right bum will come up. Turn your right big toe down, left baby toe down. Turn your chest towards the top edge of your mat. And then take it down onto forearms, all the way down onto chest. Maybe your head is also down. And let your legs relax. Allowing the whole upper body to soften as well. Listen to the sound of your breath. Now we're going to walk up onto palms. Turn your right toes under and lift your right heel up like a lunge. And we take one last downwards facing dog. In your down dog, step your feet in to touch each other and give it a good squeeze into heels. Allow the lower back to soften and melt down here, but keep your tummy tight. And now we're going to move into a full child's pose. So drop knees to the mat. We're keeping knees together. Curl over your thighs and take your arms down your side. And if you don't like this pose or doesn't feel good for you, don't do it, do something else. Balasana or child's pose is all about turning your back on the world and drawing every part of yourself inwards. So it's child in the womb pose is what this is. You think of a child in the womb is protected and nurtured by the mother's body. It is using all its own energy for itself to nurture and grow itself. That's what we need to do to be self-protected, self-centered, turn everything inwards, not feel guilty about being selfish every now and then in order to energize oneself. We energize ourselves so that we can give back to the world. Okay, we'll roll all the way up and we're going to come to sitting. Taking your legs out in front of you and once more opening into wide thighs. And then from there, we're coming to Upavishta Jana Shashasana. So keep left leg wide, bring the right foot in, right knee points out to the side and tipping forwards onto hands or forearms. Keep the left thigh down. So just like our breath is a balance of taking from the world and giving back to the world, our self-nurturing is the same. We're trying to find the balance of being selfish and feeding ourselves what we need to be fed on all levels, mind, body, emotions, and spirit. We can't just give to the world, and we can't just take from the world. Neither of those places feels good in life. We need to find the balance between taking and giving. Both are important. Okay, we come all the way up and we open the right leg out. So bring the left foot in and straight into your forward fold again. So our breath is always a reminder of that, guys. It's always a reminder that we need to breathe in. We need to take nurturance from the world. We need to breathe out. We need to give nurturance to the world. And I love the comparison of every time you breathe out, you are feeding nature around you. You are feeding the plants, the trees, the grass with each exhale. So literally you are sustaining life around you with your breath, sustaining yourself with your breath. And the heart is at the center. Giving and taking in equal measure. Okay, we come all the way up. I open the left leg out. And then let's come into Baddha Konasana, bringing both feet in. So make sure that you are spreading the collarbones. Don't let the shoulders come in towards your throat. Keep the shoulders pulling apart as your chest moves forward. And the other thing to watch for here or feel for is that you're not jutting your chin forward as you take your Baddha Konasana. So even though the chest goes forward, we don't stick the chin out. Chin draws in towards the earlobes so that the neck is not over tensing. And then we're coming up and we'll stretch legs straight out. We're going to take a Kranshasana, our heron pose. Keep your left leg stretched out in front of you. Bend your right knee up and then hold onto your foot. Lift your chest as much as you can here because it's quite compressed. And then we take heel to knee, lift the heart even higher, and then try and stretch that leg straight. And with each in-breath, lift your back ribs up away from your lower back. Really important to try and stretch out the lumbar spine here. Soften your throat. Lengthen through the back and the sides of your neck. Okay, and we'll bend the right knee. Take your right leg straight. And we come to the other side. Flex the right ankle as the left knee bends up. Hold the two sides of your foot. Before you lift your foot, lift your chest. It's just a little bit of a lift. Then the heel comes up to knee height. Pause there. Lift even higher with your chest. Then try and stretch out. And again, that focus in trying to lift up with your back ribs away from the lower back and away from the floor. Great, everyone. We'll take left leg down, both legs straight in front of you, feet together. And from here into our Paschimottanasana, folding forward. That word Paschimottanasana means intense west side stretch. We know it's intense. And in yoga, the front of your body is your east side, the back of your body is your west side. Not sure why that is. So it explains the name of this pose. So intense west side stretch, stretching out your back body. The soles of your feet, guys, are part of your back body. Your back body starts at the top of your toes, goes through the sole of the foot, over the back of the heel, all the way up, over the back of the neck, over your head to your forehead, just above your eyebrows. That is the line of fascia connection through the back body. We don't usually think of our soles of our feet or our forehead as part of our back, but it is. Okay, we're going to roll up. And from here, we're making our way into our rest, into our Shavasana, traveling down onto your back. Okay, my apologies, guys. My clock seems to be a few minutes behind the time, so apologies. Start to feel your body again. Allowing your breath to become longer and deeper and fuller. Wiggling around fingers and toes. Circling wrists and ankles. And taking in a really deep, full breath and giving yourself a stretch or bringing knees to chest. Carefully making your way up to sitting. May our minds be open to the divine light that guides us. May our hearts be open to the divine love that surrounds us. May the angels keep us and bless us and bring us joy. Namaste. Thanks, guys. Stay warm. We'll see you on Thursday.
Thank you, Tanya.
Thanks very much. Thank you.